Welcome into another edition of Cheers to Baseball. We are presented by Old Dominic. Kevin and Chris talking all things Major League Baseball with you here. Chris, we are officially in the home stretch. Less than 3 weeks left. You okay?
No, I'm just going to tell you. Yes, I confirmed. We're in the second week of September, which means there's like less than 3 weeks left.
I thought you had an important phone call.
No. I just wanted to confirm. I wanted to make sure. I was fact-checking, I believe they call it in the business, that you're right. The season is very close to the end.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I passed the first fact check of the night. There's a lot of that going on here as of late. Braves get another big-time blow. They see Ronaldo Lopez last night, Chris.
Ridiculous.
He's landed on the injured list. Just add him to the list of misfortune for this team in 2024.
Hopefully, you caught whatever it is quickly. But we did find out he went on a 15-day IL, so it wasn't nothing. We just don't know what it is. I'm sure they'll speak over the next couple of days. They'll give you a little more information. They don't have to. The 15-day IL tells you what you need to know. My question is, 15 days, is that really being able to do things between now and the end of that stint? Arm stuff. You can run, you can do your leg stuff, you can do, but, you know, somebody asked me, if they caught it soon enough, do you think he makes his next start? I said, no, because he probably can't do the work in between starts that he wants to do or needs to do. Now we know for a fact that was not going to happen. Now the question is, how quickly can he get back to the routine of getting ready to pitch in a baseball game as opposed to think or maybe hope he can pitch in a baseball game?
And that leads to the next question, Chris, of, okay, who takes that spot for Ronaldo Lopez? We've seen Grant Holmes. He's shown some good things in opportunities. Feels like, though, where you are with the bullpen depth, you probably want to leave him alone, leave him in that spot as a swing man, if you will. My money's on Ian Anderson. I don't know how you feel about that as well, but it feels like given the fact he lines up on the same day as Lopez, it feels like that almost is a no-brainer right now.
So it's crazy. It's Lopez, who's a starter, who wasn't supposed to be a starter, who we really need to be a starter if you're going to make the postseason and have any run. Luke Williams, Kevin Biggio. What? Kevin Biggio? Hergity, right?
Herget, yeah.
Herget, excuse me. There were names being thrown around today that you go, are we still in the postseason as of right now? And yeah, you are, but it's just really, it was strange to watch him have to come out of the game last night. I am not a big fan of the miles per hour. That's a fan thing. 98, 99. I hope, if anything else, it sounded like Lopez, maybe I'll loosen up. I'm good. I can keep going. But the numbers up on the board said no, and I'm glad. For the first time in a long time, I'm glad it was actually there to see, because it doesn't sound like the guy was going to say, I'm a little bit wonky right now. But the Hernandez coming up seems to be the bullpen move, with an opportunity on Monday to bring Ian Anderson to pitch against the Dodgers.
We'll see how it all shakes out. Anderson's numbers at AAA have been really encouraging as he works his way back from really what's been a lost year and a half, maybe even a little longer than that.
Here's how crazy it's also gotten, just so everybody knows. The whole, could Ozzie just hit from one side? Can Ozzie just get out there? And like the fact that Kevin Biggio, I think, is probably going to be the starting second baseman. So people know we're doing this on Wednesday. It's the second day of the National Series. Day off tomorrow, and I don't know if somebody watches it today or tomorrow or whatever, but there's a chance Kevin Biggio is going to be playing for the Atlanta Braves. We know that you don't bring people up around here to have them watch. You're being brought up as Luke Williams goes down. Well, if that's the 1-for-1, and Whit Merrifield, who maybe can play as long as he's got a pain tolerance, that's still not going to be for a couple of more days.
Yeah. They were hoping Friday, Saturday in that Dodger series.
Right.
One thing that could complicate that is weather, wet field conditions. You're playing with a fracture in your foot. I don't know if that's an ideal condition, is it?
We have no time and room for anything that would screw up what the schedule says right now on my computer. Yeah, if there's a rain out, if there's double header, there's no time. Yeah. They have one more off day after Thursday.
September 23rd. Yeah.
Right. Did the Dodgers?
I haven't even looked.
Yeah, me neither.
And I don't want to look because my wife's got a milestone birthday coming up on the 21st. And we already have dinner arrangements for that off night on the 23rd. So I have not even wanted to venture looking at that.
Well, guess what? My sense would be you're screwed. That would be my sense. My sense, the fact that you actually are tempting the gods by saying, but at least I didn't look, I think you're done.
God, I hope the Dodgers are playing that night.
Yeah. Well, that would be the thing.
I hope they have a game that night.
Amanda, you looking at it?
I'm doing it
Dodgers, September 23rd.
Dodgers schedule.
Because it's the only other open day, which means, I don't know if you know this. I'm not supposed to say this, but I was told they could play a triple header on Sunday.
You were, huh?
I was.
Did the Players Association sign off on that?
I don't care about them. I have no time left, gentlemen. No time left. Amanda, what's...
Bad news for your wife.
They don't
Dodgers
play?
are off?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But it's just the story of my life, Chris. Working a baseball schedule. I'm always in trouble.
Yeah. Well, maybe you get lucky. My guess is you don't. So we now know that there is an open date, just in case. And again, we're talking about weather in Atlanta on Friday night especially. And it's a 4-game series. It's a wraparound. You know by now it's a Friday through Monday. We do think that because it lines up, Ian Anderson might get the start. And everything else that comes with playing the Dodgers, who have got their own walking wounded on the mound. Gavin Stone went down, and I brought this up to you. There's one guy who's thrown more than 90 innings for the Dodgers now that Stone is down. How many guys for the Braves have done it?
Was it
5?
5 was our number.
5. Yeah, because Swellenbach actually pushed past 90. Not that it means anything, because Ronaldo Lopez, it's funny, too, because we were talking about maybe the little bit of a time off was going to help him. Well, he had a little bit of time off, and now he's going to get a little bit more time off. So, no idea. At the end of the day, you don't have to be the best team in the National League for the next 18 games. You don't, because it's not necessary. Whatever the number is, I looked at the beginning of the year. You asked me today. I've always said 92. In this version of the wild card in the playoff scenario, 92 has been the number it seems to really get you in, especially with the one more expansion that they had. What's crazy is right now pace is the highest win total of anybody in baseball is looking like it's going to be 96. Wow. So it's not a high number. So we're going to crunch. We're going to squeeze. Nobody knows this in America. Nobody knows this except maybe the city of Detroit. Detroit's 3 games back in the wild card standings.
How is that
Since
possible?
August 17th, they have the best record in baseball. They're 17-8. It's the best record in baseball since August 17th. They're 3 back in the wild card. So maybe we are going to get a little bit more crunch, but that 89 to 96 wins as the top end fights it out for home field advantage in the National League, home field advantage in the American League, home field advantage maybe in the World Series. It does look like maybe there's going to be a little bit more of a crunch even in the American League.
So we're not going to see a 100-game winner more than likely this year.
No, and I think it's been 2017.
Wow.
I think it was 2017. But 92 was the number. I did some backlogging probably over the winter to see what's the number that you need. And I think 92 looked like it was the safest number to say, okay. Now, it could be 89 because if 96 is your top, there's a good chance the 92 gets brought down a few itself.
Well, 88 got you in all those years ago as a division winner.
Go ask the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
They were in a World Series last year. Mm-hmm. You don't have to win 98 games. And that's why everybody's saying, oh, look, you're fighting for the best record in baseball. No doubt about it. But the best record in baseball hasn't really been the thing that's paid off for anybody in a couple of years now.
Yeah, and when you talk about the wild card, Chris, you've got 4 teams now. Talk about separating themselves from the pack. It's 4 teams in the National League fighting for 3 seats at the table right now.
Cubs are 4 back. I mean, if I'm going to talk about 3 back, well, it's surprising because it's the Tigers. The Cubs are now 4 back going into today.
Okay.
So do they think they have life? Sure. They just need to be better percentage-wise over their last 18 games than they've been for the first 140-something games. If you got 18 games left and you throw 14-4 out there, let me tell you what you're doing. Postseason baseball.
Yeah.
Because there's no way 4 teams are doing that. There's no way 3 teams are doing that. Again, you got to not stink as much as the other guy might be the run instead of saying you have to be better than other people.
I want to go back to something you brought up earlier about Ozzie Albies. We had thought mid-September. Well, here it is. We are almost at mid-September. Ozzie Albies isn't ready to go out on a rehab assignment as of yet. Where is your concern level with Ozzie even being able to get back and contribute at any point in the regular season?
So it depends if I see video of him on the field sort of having fun, feeling ground balls. I go, oh, well, look, he's smiling, he's happy, he's on the field. Maybe it's going to be sooner. Then when I'm told, because this is the line they just gave, yeah, I got nothing on that. When Brian Snicker was asked, I got nothing new. I'm not telling you he's hiding it. I'm not telling you he's telling you the whole truth. But I would have thought there might be, oh, by the way, he's this much closer. We're not getting it's. And the one thing we were joking about is, what if he just hits right-handed? Just hit right-handed. There's no pain. He could do that. If Ozzie Albies was available to play tonight, I would play him tonight. If he was medically cleared, I'm not sending him any place. He's not going to Gwinnett. He's not going to Dorm. He's not going any place. He's going to be in my lineup tonight. But that doesn't feel like it's happening anytime in the next handful of days.
No, it does not. So we'll see how the Braves survive moving forward. Ronaldo Lopez, he's gone for at least a couple of weeks. Ozzy Albies still working his way back. And again, right now, going into play tonight on Wednesday night, tied for that final spot in the wild card. So, hey, folks out there, Chris, that wanted to play meaningful games in September, you got 2.5 weeks. Here you go.
Welcome to 2024. Very different than 2023. But here's the good news. 2023 did not work out the way you wanted. Maybe it was time to change the deck of cards.
Yeah.
The cards have been changed. The hand you hold is different now than the hand you held last year.
Well, look, I'm just going to do whatever I can to be nice to the baseball gods for the next couple nights this weekend. Yeah. We don't need that 20. The 23rd doesn't need to happen.
I gotta be honest. She's going to have another birthday next year.
Yeah, but this one's got a 0 on the end of it.
Whatever.
It's kind of a big one. Not going to give away any of her secrets.
How long have you been married?
12 years.
I'm sorry. It's the life you've chosen. I'm just telling you. She might be a little disappointed. Is that a Thursday night, by the way? What is that?
It's a Monday night.
Oh, it's a Monday night.
Yeah, it's a Monday night.
Oh, who goes out on Monday night? Oh, people who have a big birthday.
And people who work in baseball that can't go out any other night of the week except an off night.
We don't play the Sunday night game before that, do we?
I don't believe so.
All right, go Sunday night. I'm just trying to help. I'm a little bit more veteran in the married thing.
I know. Well,
you know what you tell her? Tell her, listen, don't call her woman. Don't say, hey, woman.
No. Don't
do that. That's a bad play, right, Amanda? That's a bad play. How about you start with honey? What can I do? Or call Wiley Ballard. I mean, if you listen, you listen. Call Wiley Ballard.
I might have to call him.
Yeah, just do it. Just an emergency. Just schedule it now.
Yeah, I might have to do that. We'll see how it all.
Glad I could help.
We'll see. Yeah, brunch might work too. We'll see. Amanda's got some ideas. Again.
Or call Wiley Ballard.
Or call Wiley. It might be a phone call to Wiley. Wiley, if you're out there, be by your phone. I might need you here soon. Hey, you know what? If I do have to call Wiley Ballard, I can come bearing gifts of some nice Old Dominic liquor. I got some great stuff for you, Wiley, whether it's the bourbon, whether it's the cask strength, which I polished off a bottle. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like these bottles are a little more empty than they must be evaporation happening around here.
Listen, please don't bring that up. Please don't bring that up for about 9 different reasons.
Okay.
Please don't bring that up. There's enough left for everybody to have a little bit of booze. Yeah. If you want to, you can be a part of this. Thanks very much for paying attention. And as fall is coming, there's no doubt about it. There's going to be a little bit more sipping. We'll find out how fall will play out for the Atlanta Braves coming up in the next 18 games.
And you have people over. You have folks watch games at your house. If you're going to Domino's house, don't go empty-handed. Bring them a nice bottle.
I mean, I have stuff. I just think it'd be nice to put an effort forward.
Yeah.
Don't bring three cans of beer and say, oh, I got mine. Yeah. It's not a real thing.
Don't bring your Jenny Cream Ale over to Domino's house to watch football. All right?
Well, don't bring 3 beers. Or don't bring oh, no, I got mine. What do you mean you got yours? Respect. You're walking through my front door. No, I don't care what you do at these points.
You think Amanda's ever heard of Jenny Cream Ale, by the way?
No.
No, never.
You know what big mouths are? You know what, no. You have no idea. Yeah. You never seen the big mouth? No. It used to be a thing. Have you ever seen a quart of beer? Quart. No. Yeah. I have. Yeah, no. Quart.
Pitcher?
Miller quarts. Screw cap. Quart of beer. Yeah. It was the purchase of the day for many years.
Back in the good old days.
All right,
well, that's going to do it for us. If you're looking for a good purchase, though, Old Dominic is got to be your first.
Get in. Don't be dumb. Get you some.
Grab a couple of bottles. Take them with you to your next party, whether you're watching postseason baseball, the race to the postseason, college football, NFL, whatever it might be. Old Dominic, want to thank them for bringing us another episode of Cheers to Baseball. For Chris, I'm Kevin. Thanks for tuning in here on the Braves Radio Network.